Hello friends, welcome back to another gameplay of If Found. Today we pick up where we left off. 6 AM, December 22nd, the back of Beyond. Oh god, is everyone still downstairs? Oh wait, no, I already did this. I need to be going down. Was this someone's arm? Sean's? Hey, you're on top of me. Gwug. Hey. Wake up, sleepyhead. Get off me, you idiot. This is probably the closest I've been to anyone except my mom, haha. Hey, are you still asleep? I was dreaming about us. I dreamt about aliens. So I know we probably shouldn't leave until after Christmas. But I've been thinking. What? So we'll need to find a flat first, right? Sean's, what are you talking about? Moving to Dublin together, obviously. Hahaha, we were kinda out of it last night. But we are going to Dublin, right? You're serious? We're not going anywhere. You're like 18, 19? 19. I'm mature. I can't take care of you, Sean's. I can barely look after myself. I want to look after you. Slow down a second. Cassio, it's so hard for me to say this, but I have to. Cassio looks very disturbed. I think I like you. What? Get off! Jeez. Don't you want to kiss me? I don't want to kiss anyone right now. I really like you, Cassio. I got that. I told you things I've never told anyone else. I didn't ask you to. You made me realize things about myself. I see myself in you. I have no idea who you think I am. My life is falling apart right now. You don't want to be me. All the more reason to leave. We'll move off this island, and everything will be great. I don't even know if I have anything in Dublin to go back to. The PhD is gone. And your parents will be worried sick. Who are you to talk to me about worrying parents? I can't handle this. I'm sorry. Shut up! Please, Cassio. Stop, please, Cassio. Cassio? Cassio? Cassio, come back! Hello there, Cassio. Hi, Maggie. Isn't the frost beautiful? Cold, though. And the wind is fierce, too. Yeah. It's a happy surprise to see you so early. Especially after your big night out in Castlebar. All that music and Craig. I didn't sleep very well. Well, there's nothing like looking at the sea to calm a restless mind. It was terrible leaving every September when I taught in Castlebar. What's wrong, pet? Is it your mom? I don't mean to pry. Only Colum said, it's a lot of things. Whatever it is, it's smaller than you think. These things always are. You'll go home for Christmas, and it'll be forgotten like that. Colum and his dad are like cats and dogs, but doesn't he see them every year? I don't think so. What was that? Colum doesn't go home. He was with Jack last year. They had a frozen pizza. This year we'll have a chicken, though. You're joking. He didn't say that. Christmas dinner in that rotten house? The state of it, it must be freezing. And damp, too. He just can't live like that. That's a disgrace. The roof will be gone before you know. It kinda is. Bits of it. He could come to me. I'd love some company at Christmas. I think they're more comfortable being themselves. What do you mean? You know, around you they can't just be open with each other. Oh, but I mean you can keep things like that private. That's just how it's done. We all have our own crosses. We have a nice chicken anyway, and Jack is making jelly. It was bringing it out in the open that caused all his troubles. That's an awful thing to say. Asking him to hide who he is, if he even could. Sorry. I should go. No, you're right. He does care about you. And, like, he definitely appreciates you taking him in after Mr. O'Malley kicked him out. I hope he knows I care about him, too. People used to say I was a bit queer. They'd say all kinds of things. People are mean. Hold on to the good ones. Colum, Jack. I could never hold on to anyone. I kept thinking there must be one good man out there, but there was never one for me. My father told me my only hope was to become a nun, and to get an education. Were you? You don't look like a nun. Almost. I hid from everyone, but I couldn't hide from God. Myself and Colum are more alike than I want to admit. I'll have to get a bigger goose. What? Tell Colum you're all coming to me for Christmas. And you're moving out of that place. I have a spare room and lovely comfy couch. Aw. No ahs or buts. It will be the best Christmas going. And sure, we'll figure the rest of it all out on Stephen's Day, which is... St. Stephen's Day is a national holiday on the 26th of December. You might also hear it called Boxing Day, but this is more associated with English people. It's often seen as a truly relaxing day, since it doesn't involve cooking, opening presents, or any of the other high-energy activities of Christmas. I met Colum when I got back. Shans had left, took all his stuff too. I didn't want to talk. There was someone on my couch, so I lay on the floor. Things to remember about Shans. Ishan Shans Lavelle. 1. He gets on best with his brother Neil. They play football in the garden sometimes when the weather's good. Age 18, 19? did his leaving last summer. Oh crap. Likes music, reading, music, science fiction, Manchester, music, his mom's cooking music, something that I erased, guitar with some cash from working in the chip shop. Dislikes, Ackle talking about himself, smelly fish, black pudding. He left. 3. He's never really been to India. He doesn't even really know his relatives there. He wants to go sometime, though. 4. His favorite writer is Arthur C. Clarke. I'm going to make him read at Swim 2 Birds, and he'll love it. 5. He is terrible at lying. My favorite thing about him, he taps his fingers on any nearby surface, hammering out little tunes. December 22nd. Things change so quickly, before you're ready at all. Colin was upset and Jack was furious. He said the Banshee are finished because of me. Sean's told them he's done. I wanted to hide in the attic, but it was raining. Oof. Everyone from the party cleared out. Someone called the guards on us, a noise complaint. We have 24 hours to get out. The big house is done. Maggie is coming back tomorrow to get our stuff. 23rd. Maggie drove up to the house this morning in her old Banger. You'll catch a death staying there any longer. It was kinda nice being scolded with kindness. We bundled all our stuff into her car, but then there wasn't enough space for us to sit. So myself, Colum, and Jack had to walk. It was a very silent journey across Ackle. We played dusty board games by the fire, and we all warmed up a little bit. Maggie finally realized I wasn't always a girl, and she was very nice. I suppose no one ever expects— I'm so confused. Is Cassio a guy or a girl? I have no idea. I thought at first she was a girl, because she had the long hair. But then her mom wrote and said, "Dear son." So I was like, oh, it's a guy. And the mom, who is Catholic, was like, you need to settle down with a girl, right? And I was like, okay, well, she probably wouldn't be for the gay lifestyle. But now it says, Maggie finally realized I wasn't always a girl, and she was very nice. Or maybe he's saying, Maggie realized I wasn't always feminine? I don't know. I'm so confused. It'll be one of the mysteries. Jack even kind of apologized for being upset at me. Maggie's cottage only has 2 bedrooms, so I'm on the couch again. It's a small one, but she has cozy woolen blankets. I like it. At least things are getting happier. Maggie O'Malley, age 63. I felt bad asking, but she just laughed. Likes tea, Viennese whirls, trad music, I guess traditional music, painting, the Legion of Mary. My favorite thing about her, the way she prepares tea. She uses loose leaf, and she's really careful with it. There's a lot of art in her house. Apparently she's popular with the artists who live around here. She learned Irish from her grandmother, who didn't speak any English. Her grandmother left her the cottage when she died. She taught English and geography. Dislikes: cold weather, drunk people, licorice, Mary 2 names from Down the Village. Before I knew her as Colum's aunt, I knew her as one of the readers in Mass. She still does it. She has a lovely soft singing voice, not just at Mass. She gets called on to sing whenever there's a session going in the pub. 24th. After my first hot shower in weeks, I helped Colin prepare for tomorrow's dinner. I was hoping I'd get to talk to him about what happened with Sean's, but I just couldn't. In the evening we went to the pub for a Christmas Eve pint. I wondered what I'd do if I saw Sean's, but he wasn't there. Fergal was, though. Is that Fergal? He's aged. I wasn't expecting it, but through the crowd our eyes met. It felt like a punch in the gut. I drank my diluted black currant quietly, and I didn't look that way again. As we were leaving, he pushed an envelope into my hand. I wasn't going to give this to you. Wait, is that really Fergal? I don't remember him looking like that. Or it says, I drank my diluted black currant. Is this Cassio? She must have had some crazy things at that party. Or he. Dear child. So they're not saying son or daughter. The post office is closed now. This is the last letter to be delivered. Fergal and I both worked off our feet with a rush of cards. I recognize so many of the names, young people you were in school with too. All gone, some of them in Dublin, some in the States or Canada or Australia. I'm glad you didn't go that far away, but you're not home either. It made me think. I've heard things. I understand you're not who I thought you were, but I can't believe it. This seems so sudden. There were no signs. You never told me you were unhappy. I'm sorry if all this is my fault. I must have raised you wrong. People do say it's bad for your child to be tied to your apron, but I just cared so much for you, pet. It's okay if you like men or dress funny or whatever it is. The world is changing. I won't get mad. Not on Christmas. But I'm worried about you, that's all. You're making life difficult for yourself. I just don't know where you'll end up. And if you could keep it quiet. Sure, what you do on your own time is your own business. No one else should mind. I'll see you soon, and we'll talk at last. I've been making mince pies. I made as much dough and filling as I normally do, but it took much longer than I thought without you. Silly old me. There are so many Fergal won't finish them by himself. Mom. Christmas dinner. Roast potatoes, goose, ham, roast carrots and parsnips, Brussels sprouts, onion gravy. That sounds very healthy. There was so much snow. That's neat. I wasn't sleeping. Oh, I couldn't stop thinking about Mom's letter. So I was awake at 2 in the morning when it started. Gentle hissing as it hit the window finally helped me doze. Jack woke me up early, eager for presents. Colum came in behind him with a cup of tea. 8:20 a.m. December 25th, extraterrestrial. We were all ushered into Maggie's living room with our cups in hand. I didn't have any presents for anyone. But everyone was so nice. Maggie gave me an unopened box of makeup. Colum joked about being the one he gave her last year. I was delighted to have it passed on. I wonder if Fergal or Mom had anything for me. Soon enough, it was time for Mass. Maggie was very kind about none of us coming to Mass. So kind, it was obvious she was really disappointed. I had never missed Mass on Christmas before. This didn't feel like Christmas. All I could think about was the letter and Mom. I decided to go home. It was easier to just go than keep chewing on it. Cassio, you don't have to. If you want to go, do. Just don't feel like you have no choice. Family isn't only the one you're born into. And you feel like more of a sister than any of my actual sisters. Don't forget that. Those wind noises are very strong. The turkey is delicious, Mom. Thanks. What's wrong? Nothing. Would you pass some more gravy? It's so good. How was Mass? Oh, lovely. So I gather you didn't make it. It was hard to get there in the weather. And was it the weather that made you avoid us for the last few weeks? The priest gave a very nice sermon about the importance of family. Oh, were there many kids? Of course. They came out and told us everything they learned about the Nativity. And why we must look after the needy. Margaret O'Malley was looking after myself and Colin for the last few days. She was very kind. She's a strange one, all right, taking in other people's children. Can I have some more sprouts? Thanks. Is there anything on the TV for Christmas? Oh yeah, they're showing that movie you were in. What are you talking about? E.T., of course. Though they made you a lot less ugly for the TV, haha. You did love E.T. when we went with your dad. For months afterwards, you used to spend all day drawing the cutest pictures of people in space. I had one on the fridge for years. You never put up any of my art, Mom. Oh, he got his hair back, thank God. 'Cause he never drew anything, Fergal. Shut your gob. Shouting, that's not very ladylike. Jeez, Fergal, what is your problem? What's my problem? I was a bald old man with a mustache a few days ago. I'm just kidding. You abandoned your mother and left her worried sick for a few weeks. Then you show up out of the blue and dressed like that. Come on now, Fergal. I remember the story of the prodigal son. Is that all you're gonna say to him? I didn't come home to be ridiculed. I hope you came home to apologize. I'll give you an apology if I can get some too. Stop. Let's just enjoy the dinner. I was peeling spuds all week and I'm just glad we're here together. Spuds, another word for potatoes. I feel like I probably didn't need the definition for that one. Now you see why it's been hard to talk. It's even harder to listen to this crap. Mom. I just don't understand, Pet. Why do you need to understand? Can't you just accept me? What me are you talking about? The one I've known for 23 years, or the one I've known for 2 weeks? It's the same me. And I want you to know me better. I want us to be in each other's lives. Are you threatening to leave again? I need some air. You can't run away forever. What am I missing? Okay. The air I needed was 2 kilometers away in the snow. And it was cold air and damp air. But it was quiet air. Well, friends, I think I'm gonna end it there for this gameplay. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.